Welcome to Mount Zion family. This is Deepa handling chemistry. So in this video, we are going to discuss about one more new concept in the lesson, carbon and its compounds. So already we were discussed the so many topics, that is basic introduction and the special features of carbon and physical and chemical properties of carbon and its compounds. In the last video, we were discussed about the plastics. Yes, so it is nothing but a catenated long chain carbon compounds, and we discussed about the drawbacks of plastics also. Okay, so I hope you all are go through your videos and study material posted up to last week. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about one more new concept, that is nothing but identifying different types of plastics. So in our day-to-day life, we are using so many things. For example, comb, toothbrush, hair oil bottle, plastic plates, plastic tumblers, carry bags, all those things are different types of plastics, isn't it? Yes? Yes. So each of the plastics are made up of the same material? No. There are made up of different types of chemical compounds. So today we are going to discuss about the how to identify different types of plastics. Okay, so for that we are going to first know about the resin codes. So what do you mean by a resin code? It is nothing but a secret language of plastics. Okay, so what it is a secret language. That secret language is known as a resin code. In order to know how to identify different types of plastics, we want to know resin codes, and the second thing is a need for resin codes, and find the resin code on plastic item, and the last one is where will the resin code be shown on the plastic items. So these are the things help to identify the different types of plastic what we are used. Okay, the very first one is resin codes. So resin code, it is nothing but, you see here the milk sachet and 1 food container plastic box. Okay, so if you see the circle marked in it, means it represents the which type of polymer is used to made up of this product. Okay, so that is known as a resin code. So if it is nothing but, it is used to represent the type of polymer used to make the plastic. You know polymer. What is polymer? Any idea? Polymer? It is a long chain compound made up of many monomers. Okay, so many monomers are joined together and form a single compound, that is known as a polymer. So for plastic, different types of polymers are used. So these different types of polymers are marked with the help of a code, that is called as a resin code. Okay, so this resin code help to represent the type of polymer used to make the plastic. So each and every plastic item has a number. That number is used to find out the polymer which is used. Okay, so this is known as a resin code. Next we are going to discuss about need for resin code. So why we want to know the resin code? This is the next question arise. Okay, so each and every day we are using so many things. Okay, so many types of plastics. So because it plays a very important role in our daily life, but it decompose, it take long time to decompose. So whether the plastic should be recycled or disposed of safely, we want to know. So that type of plastic only we can use. If it is safe to recycle, means we can use it, otherwise we can neglect. So this is the main purpose of resin code. So resin codes of plastics were designed in the year 1988 and a uniform way of classifying the different types of plastics. So based on the resin code only we can classify them uniformly. Then it is very useful for the recyclers, those who are sorting the plastic into various categories. If it is has a resin code, it is easy for them to sort in the sorting process. Okay, so in which year the resin codes were designed? In 1988. So why we want to know the resin code means each plastic is composed of a different polymer or a different set of molecules. Okay, so if we cannot mix the different molecules as a single one during the process of recycling. For example, if you want to recycle the paper and a glass, can we mix each other? No, we cannot use a separate process to recycle the paper and recycle the glass. In the same way, we can recycle the different types of plastics in a different method. We cannot use the same technique. For that, we have to classify the plastics into based on the resin code. So, resin code is very, very important. Okay. The next thing is how to find the resin code on the plastic items. Okay, so there are so many plastic resin codes, so that it should be numbering from 1 to 7. 1 to 7. So if it is 1 means PETE, that is polyethylene terephthalate. So the full compound is polyethylene terephthalate. It is simply denoted as PETE. It is denoted by the number 1. So if it is a second means HDPE, high density polyethylene. High density polyethylene. If it is 3 means PVC, polyvinyl chloride. 4 means low density polyethylene. Low density polyethylene, LDPE. Okay. So 5 means PP. It is nothing but polypropylene. Polypropylene. And the last 6th one is PS, polystyrene. Polystyrene. And the last one is 7. It means others. So others means it cannot comes under the category of 1 to 6. Okay. So if you see the resin code symbols, it should be represented like a recycling structure. Okay. So don't be confused if it is similar to recycling symbol, but this does not mean all the plastic code can be recycled. So all the plastics cannot be recycled. They are putting the symbol like that. So either in the water bottle itself, or else if you have any plastic item near to you, immediately take it out and see. So whether it is a recycle or not. Okay, it comes under the which category, 1 to 6, which category, which type of plastic products we are used, and what are the chemicals it is used. Okay, so the secret resin codes are shown as a 3 chasing arrows in a triangle. 3 chasing arrows in a triangle, either a number or a letter, that is acronym are present here. Okay, so the number is in the middle or letters under the triangle. So either any one of them is used to tell the resin code of that product is made up of. Okay, for example, if it is 1 means it is made up of polyethylene terephthalate. Okay, so if it is 5 means it is made up of polypropylene. Okay, so this is the way to find out the resin code of the plastics. The resin codes are numbered from 1 to 7. Okay, so 1 to 6 each identify a certain type of plastic that is used in a product. That resin code 7 means it does not comes under this category of 1 to 6. Okay, so the resin code 7 is a category which is used for every other plastic that does not fit into the category of 1 to 6. Okay. Okay, so where will the resin code be shown on the plastic items? So if you buy any product, where it should be shown. Okay, so we know it is from 1 to 7. So this 1 to 7 resin code should be where should be placed. The first one is if you flip the plastic item to find the resin code on the bottom. You see here, so this is one water bottle. If you at the end of the bottle, or else oil can, or else oil bags, whatever we buy, so we just turn back and see the resin code. Okay, it should be placed between the three triangle, or else PET, just now we have discussed polyethylene terephthalate. Okay, so by knowing this means we can identify which type of polymer is used. So the first way is to find out the resin code at the bottom of the product. Okay, sometimes the bottom of the plastic item will have only an acronym or the full name. That is the plastic type we are used. The use and throw sheets or food containers means they are simply put PS, polystyrene. Okay, so based on that we have to find out the resin code. Okay, sometimes the bottom you did not find it in the bottom. Okay, so that means where you have to see means you see in the label. So the product has a label. Yes, so in the label they are mentioning the code or a secret code or a acronym. Okay, so whatever the thing they are placed. and some plastics do not have a code. That means the company did not follow the rules, so it is not safe to use. Okay, so you have to identify if there is any code or any other thing, that product should not be useful for us. Okay, so by choosing like that, we can try to avoid that products. Okay, so these are the ways to find out the whether the resin code should be present in the plastic item. Okay, let us discuss all those things with the help of your textbook. So open your book, page number 178, page number 178. So in that you have to see identifying different types of plastic. The first one is a resin code we are discussed. So resin code is nothing but it is a 2-mark question. Take a pencil and mark it. A resin code represent the type of polymer we are used, that is used to make the plastic. Okay, it is an important 2-mark question, mark it. Okay, so next thing we are discussing the need for a resin code. So why we have to use resin code and which year it is designed means in the year 1988 the resin code of plastics were designed, and it is used to find out the uniform way of classifying the different types of plastic which help the recyclers in the sorting process. Okay, so this is the another 2-mark question in the topic what we are discussing. Okay, and the next thing, find the resin code on the plastic item. So where it should be shown means it should be shown as a 3 chasing triangle. There is a number or a letter under the triangle should be placed. Okay, underline it and mark it as a 2-mark or 1-mark question. Okay, what are the various types of resin code present here? The number from 1 to 7. 1 to 7. Okay, so this is another 1-mark question. It is 7 means it does not comes under the category of 1. Okay, so you want to know all those things. Okay, it is very very important. They may be asked. If it is 4 means what it is? It is LDPE. Okay, if it is 3 means PVC. So match the following. We want to know all those things. So it is very very important. Okay. The next thing where we have to find out the resin code at the bottom of the plastic item, or else full name or the acronym should be present. Sometimes the acronym should be present, which type of plastic. Okay, it should be represent. And if there is not present on the bottom, where we have to search, it is in the label. Okay, it is in the label part we have to search. Okay, and the last thing we are discussed, if there is no code on that means it is not safe to use that plastic. Okay, so these are the things we are discussed in the topic of identifying different types of plastics. All those things whatever we are discussed today, we are discussed about how to identify different types of plastic based on the resin code. So now you know about the resin, what is resin code and need for resin codes, and how to find out in that plastic item and where it should be shown in the plastic item. So these are the things we are discussed. Hope you all understand. Go through your study material. Meet you in the next session. Thank you, students.